All right, you guys, guess what time it is? It's that time again. That's right. Butt stuff o'clock. I mean, time to do a live. Who said that? What's going on out there? How y'all doing? I love you guys. I'm glad that you're with us today. This is gonna get weird. It's already kind of weird. It's gonna get a lot weirder. So I'm gonna need you to I don't know if you have like a certain medication that the doctor makes you take when you're about to flip out. I don't know if you like wear a helmet, any type of thing like that, one of them mouth guards to make sure you don't clatter your teeth. Because this is about to get weird. We're about to get weird here today. Because of course we're going to be talking about the Liver King, who is he's in a math psychosis, but there's an E instead of an A, if you know what I'm saying. Now, look, honestly, this dude has been weird from the very beginning. And I don't mean weird in a good way. This dude has been an absolute creep since the beginning. He sold millions and millions of dollars worth of supplements that supposedly just contained like organs from animals and stuff like that, because he had ancestral tenants, and they decided that he only eats liver, and he suns his butthole to reset his he's another one of these alpha douchebags, bro. He's like the homeless Wes Watson. You know how Wes Watson, is prissy and wears a purse? Well, this dude, if Wes Watson was into looking like an absolute transient, he's the same thing as Liver King. He absolute con man, scamming people out of their money, lying constantly. Liver King swore up and down that he was natty. I'm natty, brother, ancestral tenants. We found out that was a damn lie. That was an absolute damn lie. And if you looked at him and you know anything about bodybuilding or personal training or nutrition or even just reality at all, then you knew that he was lying when he said he wasn't on steroids. He's on all the damn steroids, man. But then we actually got the receipts and it was like, yeah, that absolutely makes sense. So we're going to get into this. I want to thank the mods that are here. I want to thank every single person who's going to ride out with us today. I've got a video queued up that's going to give us a little background, and then we're going to get more in depth because the Liver King is back out right now. Pierce, love you, bro. Appreciate you. I hope you have a great trip Sunday. Corey, good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here. We're about to rock out with this Liver King shit. So let's see what they got to say on here.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah.
Just pulling up. Guess
fuck?
what? You're dead, bitch.
Going to jail. Cops are coming. I just need to put stuff on. Just put stuff, because they're not going to take me naked.
Yeah, so maybe don't post yourself making death threats all over the fucking internet. That's crazy work, my guy. That's snitching on yourself. That's all the way snitching on you. Not only are you being a whole bitch, but you're snitching on yourself about it. You know who I feel bad for? And Liver King, if you ever see this, maybe you could fix this. You shouldn't be around children, your own, anybody else's. I feel bad for his fucking kids, man. I feel so bad for his kids. The fact that, his wife is there by choice. You know what I'm saying? But I feel so bad for his kids, man. Hey, Liver King, if you see this, stop putting those kids through ancestral trauma, bitch. Let your kids go. They're better off without you and your tren and your meth.
So can I have 12 minutes to just finish my actual shit? I did 4 coffee enemas this morning. My intestines don't work like yours.
I did 4 coffee enemas this morning. Dude stuffed 4 cups of coffee up his asshole in one morning. That's doing too much, bro. I drank 3 cups this morning, but it was with my mouth, not my booty hole. Corey, yeah, that old Saint Nick is on me right now, bro. I love it so much. Thank you, bro.
Fitness influencer and fraudster Brian Johnson, known on social media as Liver King, arrested Tuesday after threatening Joe Rogan.
Your rules. Whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh it.
You, Joe Rogan,
The 47-year-old seen here with weapons and later surrendered.
The fuck? I thought that was a vacuum attachment. What type of weird ass weapons does he have? Does anybody know what type of gun is that? Does anybody know? Backwoods, what up, man? I want to thank you in this community. I'm officially a month seizure free. Oh, we're so proud of you, homie. I asked you all to pray for me a while back, and when they first started, a month is a huge, huge feat. That is so awesome. We love you, family. Crystal Richmond, I'm 47 today. Birthday vibes. Happy birthday, Crystal. Yes, that is beautiful, sis. Congratulations. Pierce said, what merch should I buy? You pick it, I will buy it. Well, hey man, you know, I have all of my new stuff on Bunker Branding. We have the JD Delay logo. We have the wood chipper, make pedophiles afraid again. We've got the You Loot We Shoot. You know, if you ask me, I think the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again wood chipper shirt is absolutely one of the best shirts I've ever put out, bro. I think that shit's just absolutely fire. And I would be so honored if you would wear it, because I'm going to be wearing it, man. We'll rock it together. Battleship said, love your content and love the lives you do. Thank you so much, homie. I'm glad you're here with us. Love you.
Surrendering to authorities in a tactical vest outside of the Four Seasons Hotel in Austin.
Yeah, because a homeless looking dude in a tactical vest and an all maroon fucking sweatsuit, all cut to shit, doesn't look conspicuous at all.
Rogan's home
Love
city.
you, Pierce.
Johnson's wife and two sons gathering for a private chat right before police escorted him away in cuffs.
Don't stop recording. Nothing was actually done wrong. Going to jail, cops are coming. And I say, I'm gonna run. Just gonna make it, you guys.
Is this dude just mumbling incoherently? Like, I've done enough meth to know when somebody's methed up. This dude is methed up, bro. This dude is on a cold one. He's been up for like 7-8 days.
Okay.
Liver King is now facing one misdemeanor charge
Look at how his face is all chewed like he's been picking at it. That's crazy.
of making a terroristic threat. He traveled to the Texas Capitol, apparently to confront Rogan, warning the comedian in a series of bizarre Instagram videos.
Or anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight.
Just pulling up.
Yeah, so he comes crawling up sideways. That's normal people behavior. Straight up looking like a creature in a fucking Resident Evil video game, bro. Like, get that the fuck away from me. It smells like hepatitis and dick. Unrested tank. Gun on the left, based on the suppressor, looks to be a magazine-fed shotgun. And the one on the right of the video looks like some type of AK. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you. You guys always educate me anytime there's something that I don't know. I appreciate it so much, bro.
I haven't slept. I've been waiting to.
I haven't slept. I've been waiting. Yeah, we know what you've been doing, bro. Rolling that bubble. Tweaking. Look at his eyes. Just look at his eye. Hold on. Let me get you guys lined up with this. Let me show you guys what's going on here. Let me get you a bigger picture. Look at his eyes, bro. Look at them shits. That's fucking crazy, dog. Look how weirded out he is. That's a weird looking mamma jamma right there, bro. Just all over there. That dude looks demented.
Get here. Now we're here. Guess what? You're dead, bitch.
I have my family to fight for. And I'll die for them. You know that. You've never come across something like this.
Somebody said Joe's ducking the king, bro. Joe is ducking a methed out transient that has Liver King's worth like $12 million, bro. Like that money he got fucked him up, bro. Same as Wes Watson. It's weird. Once you give people that are like scammers and on some fucking lame shit and don't actually stand on anything, a little bit of money, and they get like a little taste of clout, they get super fucking weird, bro. And that money that they scam people out of, that they worship, that they do everything they can to get, whether that be lie, cheat, steal, suck dick, sun their butthole, hang out with Diddy, all this weird shit that these alpha males be doing. That money that they worship and they do all that to get ends up turning them out. And they end up that money's little bitch. Joe Rogan would fuck that dude up, bro. Joe Rogan is no joke. Joe Rogan trains constant. Munchies is saying it right now. What's up, Munchies? How you doing, homie? Joe Rogan will put a whooping on Liver King so bad his mama would feel it. Bro, Joe Rogan would fuck that dude up. But there's no win in it for Joe. Like, why would he go in? There's no win for Joe Rogan getting in a fight with a dude that looks like walking fucking gonorrhea. Like, I wouldn't want that dude touching me. I wouldn't want to draw blood on that dude and have that dude bleed on me. No way, no sir, no how. Fuck that. I'm not catching whatever that fucking dude has. His mouth is green. Why the fuck is your mouth green, bro?
Willing to die.
Look at his mouth.
Me out. I pray to God because that's a dream come true. It feels good.
The Austin PD.
He wants him to choke him out. He wants to call Joe daddy and have Joe choke him out. He just said it feels good. It'd be a dream come true for Joe to choke him out. This dude is so fucking weird, bro.
He tells ET they contacted Joe, who never had any interaction with Liver King, but was alarmed by the videos. We've reached out to Rogan. So far, no comment.
It's an unwinnable fight that you picked. Oh, that sucks, man, for you. Rogan versus Liver King. Period.
So why the beef? Well, it's possible Johnson was retaliating against the podcaster for comments he made on the Joe Rogan Experience more than 2 years ago.
There's no way you can look like that in your 40s. That jacked. I mean, he's preposterously jacked. We're talking about the Liver King, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
He was front row at one of my shows in Vegas.
Oh, damn.
At the MGM. Yeah, and then I saw him again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast.
Liver King became a viral.
So do you guys think that Liver King really has this fucking, this real issue? Do you think he has a real issue with Joe? Do you think that he's really in his dementia? Do you think he's really up in his fucking meth psychosis? Or do you think he's doing this for clout? Please let me know in the comments. Do you think that this is like roid rage mixed with meth psychosis? Or do you think he's just acting, trying to get relevant again? Either way, it's unhinged and fucked. And I don't blame Joe at all for calling the cops on him. Like, if we want to talk about it, because I've heard some people say, Joe Rogan is a snitch for calling the cops. Fuck that, bro. Joe Rogan is a civilian. Joe Rogan is a citizen. Joe Rogan ain't out there trying to fucking get in the streets and be about that shit. And this fucking weird ass bitch ain't a criminal either. He's a fucking con man, but he's not an actual criminal. See, I see people on both sides of this. And then Munchie says both. Yeah, meth psychosis, roid rage, and just trying to be relevant all at the same time. I think he lost all of his credibility and nobody fucks with him no more. His kids shouldn't fuck with him. I really hope he sees this. Stay away from your kids, fucking lame. Fucking Liver King, bro. Stay away from your kids. You should not be around children when you're that high on meth and that fucking unstable, especially with weapons. You're a fucking liability. You're reckless. You need to be locked up. Now, unfortunately, he's out already. They didn't even give him long enough to sober up. He made bail, of course. He's worth $12 million. But, man, seriously, stay away from your fucking kids, lame. Your kids don't need to go through that. I'm sure you're traumatizing the fuck out of them.
Sensation in 2021 by touting his ancestral lifestyle, which included a strict set of tenets and a diet of raw meat.
And he was telling people that the way he gets that way is by sunning his balls. He literally lays down with his staring at the sun and eats raw liver.
He actually, I like Joe Rogan a lot, but he's a little bit off. From what I saw, he was sunning his butthole. Literally, I saw videos of him talking about sunning his butthole. So let's not pretend that dude was wired correctly in the first place. Let's not pretend that like this isn't kind of on brand. It's just a little more weirded out because this dude has always been kind of fucking weird. If you really think that you you get swole by sunning your asshole. And dude, this dude's around his kids. Like, he's just out there with his butthole out in the air in the sun, like it's Pride in San Francisco. I hope his kids have never seen his butthole and his balls, bro. I'll bet he walks around the house naked around his kids. I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you this fucking weird dude probably bathed with his kids till they were like 14. Hey, Liver King, if you see this, fuck you. Stay away from your kids, lame.
And just lifts like a maniac.
His diet: liver, eggs, maple syrup, and testes.
You eat balls. Lots of balls. You ever ate a penis? Lots of penises.
I believe that. I fucking believe that. He's definitely ate some penises. I do not think he's capping. That was the most no cap thing he's ever said. I question everything he's ever said except that. I believe him wholeheartedly. I know he's eaten a lot of penises. While he's sunning his butthole. Yo, Captain Jed's Airboats. Bro, what's up, man? When you come to Florida, if you're around to land, call us and we can hook up with that airboat ride. Bro, I would love to do that, man. It's going to be a pretty tight schedule next time we're in Florida. We're going to be going out there. We're going to be talking to Sheriff Grady Judd. I'm trying to get with the Attorney General from the state of Florida to talk to him. I would like to talk to him about this whole Lily Tino situation. And I'm trying to see if there's any possibility, and I know this is a super big long shot, but I'm trying to link up and see if I can use my connections to just get a conversation rolling with Ron DeSantis, big Ronnie D, because I need him to sign a pardon for me so that I can get all of my charges out of Florida squashed. And I think that it might be something, I think that I've proven that I've rehabilitated myself. And I think there is a chance that he would do that. I think that, it could be a real sign. I think out of people that have come out of Florida that have been rehabilitated, I'm kind of a success story. I'm not trying to myself off or anything, bro, but like, I've done a lot to prove that I'm a better person. And I think I might be able to get it done. Yo, everybody, we have 44 forever here in the chat. I just want y'all to know, for those of you guys that fuck with the Unsubscribe podcast and my homie, the Fat Electrician, we have his dad in the chat today. It's funny, man. I was just talking to Nick last night, and we were talking about possibly doing that SEER training. Somebody in the chat on a live told me that the Fat Electrician was floating, having me come and doing the SEER training with them. So it's basically like training for if you're out there and you're downed in enemy soil and you need to survive. And so he was talking about that shit. Hit Trump's people. Trump would pardon you. Cameron, Trump can't pardon me, unfortunately. I actually have friends that are in the administration right now. I have state charges. The only person who can pardon me is, in fact, Ron DeSantis. I don't have federal charges. So let's get back into these ancestral tenets. The last thing that he said, we're going to hear it one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. I want to hear it one more time. You guys, I'm sorry, but this is the most honest thing this man has ever said. We have to hear it again.
You eat balls. Lots of balls. You ever ate a penis? Lots of penises.
Yep. He's eating lots of penises, guys. None said Michael T. Cohen, the cash for kids judge sold my friend. Biden pardoned him. Luzerne, PA, my friend and his dad are dead. Why did he pardon 1,500 kids? I'm not educated enough on that to give an actual opinion on that. I haven't educated myself on the Michael Cohen situation, homie. I'm sorry. I don't have an opinion.
After he launched a $100 million supplement brand and denied using steroids, leaked emails revealed that he was spending over $10,000 a month on performance-enhancing drugs.
Bro, do you know how much fucking steroids $10,000 a month is? You know how fucking insane that is? Like, your receptors can only take so much. Like, the receptors, there's no need or reason to take that much, bro. That's why these bodybuilders, rest in peace, Rich Piana, rest in peace, a ton of them. That's why these bodybuilders die in their fucking 30s, my G. You know what I'm saying? Because they're doing all this crazy shit. It's unnecessary. 10,000 is a lot. Lost in time. Keep being you, boss. Congratulations on getting your past taken care of. Hope to shake your hand one day. Well, lost in time. If we meet, you could do the handshake. I'm a hugger personally. So if you're comfortable with that, I like the hugs, bro. It's up to you. Trevor Mullen. Liver King is a fraud and a POS. He will be irrelevant soon and broke. P.S. JD is awesome. Save the kids. 11 Bravo leads the way for my infantry bros. Thank you for your service and sacrifice, homie. Love you, man.
I'm making this video to apologize. Because I up. Because I lied.
You ran a con game and you got busted.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel terrible. I'm sorry you feel bad, because that's just what happens when you get caught lying.
His stunning downfall documented in the 2025 Netflix film Untold: The Liver King.
I asked you on my podcast, you did steroids and you lied to my face.
The feeling of...
Bro, I don't know why these people are acting like they're fucking astounded and appalled. The Paul brothers do steroids too, homie. They know that he's doing steroids. They know that he's doing steroids, dog. They knew he was lying when he said it. They fucking knew. Munchies, you deserve to have your stuff dropped. You're an amazing human being and an asset to the community. Thank you, Munchies. You help a lot of people, even those that are not aware. Best of luck, brother. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you so much. I love you. That just made my day, bro.
helplessness and completely lost. Why won't anybody say anything?
Untold Truth movie.
Yeah, so this dude clearly on steroids. Anybody who interviewed him knew he was on fucking steroids. If you didn't know he was on steroids, it's because you're an idiot and a noob. You have no right to be mad at him for lying if you didn't call him out at the time, because you knew he was fucking lying. You just wanted to get the clicks and views. So disingenuous, bro. So disingenuous. He knew.
You're a liar, Netflix. You can't pick a fight with a real king and then expect they're not.
This bitch has gold guns like he's in GTA, homie. Like, for real, like he's in GTA. But with a fucking raver fucking wolf hat on. Like one of those fucking hats that you get at the fucking gas stations. That's crazy, dog. The fuck is wrong with his stomach? I like that bloat, bro. The bloat abs are just a bad look.
Not to be an actual fight, bro.
That's crazy, you guys. Yeah, so is there anybody in here? I don't expect anybody in here to know a lot about steroids, but as somebody who's a personal trainer, as somebody who's been around for a long time, I know. But do you guys, is anybody in the chat confused about whether Liver King was on steroids before they found out? Derek, the HGH bloat. Bro, I don't think there's anybody who doesn't think that he was on steroids. I just don't see it, man. I really don't see it. I think we all know. Hey, real quick, I want to share this. I want to show you guys what it looks like. This is me, actually me, little old me on Bunker Branding. This is the site that they made for me. This is where you can find Fat Electrician, Unsubscribed Podcast, Angry Cops, all their merch. I've got the new logo shirt, which I really like. I think it's cool. The You Loot We Shoot, which is a very Floridian type of thing. It's got, the alligator head on it. That's actually Maurice. For anybody who doesn't know, Maurice is my mascot. So we put Maurice on that shirt. Maurice is a very nice guy, and I think you should all like Maurice. So he is on that You Loot We Shoot shirt. That motherfucker, that head weighs like 30 pounds, bro. That's like a 30-pound fucking alligator head, real life head. We have the It Is What It Tism shirt for those of us who are a little spectral. We have the Wood Chipper Tribe shirt because you guys asked for it, man. You guys named yourselves, you guys asked. And then down here at the bottom, this is my favorite. the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again wood chipper shirt. So that's what I've got right now. Oh, also, we got to keep the classics, right? We have the Make Pedophiles Afraid Again hat. Dun, 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 dun. And that's what we've got so far. I'm going to be dropping new shirts every month with Bunker Branding. I'm very happy to be where I'm at with them. They have been super fucking cool, man. Really, really cool over there. I'm so excited to be in the company of, the Fat Electrician, Donut Operator, all of the fucking legends that are over there. Now, I want to grab this because I want you guys to see. So, Liver King wants to kill Joe Rogan, but why does he really want to kill Joe Rogan? Why is he beefing with Joe Rogan so damn hard? Like, what's the beef over? We're about to find out. Jonathan said, love the content. My birthday is Friday, 4th of July. Hell yeah! Liver King is a complete sicko. Message deleted by Dr. Dre Light. Thank you for your money, though. I appreciate you. If you are paying to talk shit to me, I appreciate it. Hey, Trev, what's up, my dude? I just pinned. If you guys want to check out any of that merch, it's at Bunker Branding. The last pin was from Dr. Dre. I want to give Trev some pin too, because we all love Trev. Corey Graff, I love you so much, bro. Yo, JD, Jacob Harper, the owner of Sudsy, wants to know how much you charge to promote Sudsy on the podcast with Sheriff Grady Judd. Bro, that's a great thing. That's a great question. Let me get back to you on Insta, brother. I love you. Thank you so much. Mob Stopper. Maybe it's Maybelline. Nope, it's methamphetamine. I promise you that dude's on meth, bro. Liver King is meth to the gills. Super Korean. Did you hear about the 5th grade girls out there in Surprise, Arizona? They got arrested for a murder plot. 5th graders? No, I'm going to have to look into that. Love you, bro. Unrested Tank. Survival, evasion, resist, escape. Sear for an FYI. Also, have you checked out my Shadow of Intent recommendations? I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet, man, but thank you for educating me on the Sear stuff. I just briefly looked over it. And I believe that what Fat Electrician wanted to do, what Nick wanted to do was, I think he's talking them into letting us make it into content. So you guys could ostensibly see all of us go through this training. Oh, that shit would be fire. I would have so much fun, bro. That shit would be so cool. Nick's always got great ideas. And I told him, me and him have been tossing ideas back and forth about collabs. I'm trying to get the tour of Alligator Alcatraz before they open. And so I was asking him if he wanted to fly out to Florida, go out to them Everglades and check out Alligator Alcatraz and do some content like a collab, checking it out. Because I think he'd dig that shit, bro. So he might do that. Redacted. I just read your reply to my comment about burying my dad today. Thank you, brother. I'm so glad to be a part of this community, homie. My heart is with you. You and your family will be in our prayers. My heart is with you, and rest in peace, Pops. You're loved, bro. You're not alone in this, okay? James Hassel. JD, how can I donate to you personally? I know Apple and YouTube take about half. I mean, I've really not been asked that question a lot. And I don't put Cash App and bios and stuff. All that stuff seems kind of begging or whatever to me. But if you're asking, bro, my Cash App is $JD Delay. So if you want to shoot me on Cash App, I'd be super grateful. I just don't ever like to throw it out there. I know there's a lot of people who do and shit, but it's $JD Delay. And I appreciate you so much, homie. Thank you. I love you. So let's check out what this whole beef started with. This is what started the Liver King Joe Rogan beef. And by the way, just so everybody knows, love you, Marine Sooner. Hell yeah. I am always on Joe Rogan's side. 10,000%. Joe Rogan would fuck that dude up.
Have you seen Liver King recently?
No, what's going on?
He seems borderline schizophrenic now.
Okay, but is that also, I think he was mentally ill, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, I would have, listen, let me just classify my definition of mentally illness as someone who lies. I think that's a mental illness.
Okay.
What do you guys think about that? Somebody who lies, like somebody who's obviously fucking lying. Would you define that as mental illness? I think so. Especially when they sit in that lie, when they refuse to come clean, when presented with evidence, whether that be something that's about them or about the world, you know?
I think lying when it's really obvious.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if I try to tell people I'm 6'3", that's an obvious lie. If I say
Joe Rogan is classically short. Everybody knows that Joe is short. You guys, Jax just walked in. I'm so happy you're home. She was out getting her shin squanched.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
She got a Bigfoot tattooed on her shin. So
you want to hear something really funny?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry to crash your party here, but at the end, I looked at it and I was like, yo, that kind of looks like JD. And Reed looked at it and he's like, okay, it does. That was not intentional, but I think it's like the big head, no offense, the sunglasses and it looks like a beard. It's so dope.
Bro, okay, hold on. I'm gonna show our friends. This is it. And they're saying it looks like me. The fuck? The fuck? It do kind of look like me. The fuck? Oh, that shit is lit.
So much. It's so
That
dope.
shit is lit. The
So
fuck?
now I have the shin squint, the eagle, and the thigh ceratops. It's legendary.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I love you. Welcome. We're so happy to have you here. We are currently talking about the Joe Rogan Liver King thing, and your headphones are in the gym because I was wearing them while I was working out right before this.
Oh, I need to work out too.
Yes.
say that over and over again until somebody comes up with a ruler. That's crazy. You have to be a crazy person. That's a mental illness. If you lie and say you're black and you're actually white and you like work for the NAACP, like,
Bro, the funny thing is there's a bunch of people who out there talking about they black when they're white. And there's a bunch of people out there talking about they this, but they that. And I think it's fucking mental illness, dog. Like, I don't think that he's wrong at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I 1000% think that he's right. That is mental illness. But like, there's so much more with the delusion of the Liver King.
the Rachel Dolezal lady.
I love you guys,
kind
man.
of mentally ill.
You guys are
right?
so kind.
Yeah. That's mental. That's a mental ill. There's something wrong. You're not thinking clear, and you're doing a thing that we generally, like, universally say is a bad thing, which is lying. Right? So if you're doing that, you're lying about taking steroids when it's super obvious you're on steroids. You're 46 years old. You look like a fucking superhero. You're right. You're just super jacked.
Yeah.
You know, and then gets caught.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he has to come out and say that he's. Now imagine you've never been famous, and then all of a sudden you are really, really famous really quickly over the course of a few years. Like social media, all over TikTok, your profile is elevated to the point where you could say to the regular person in the street, you know who Liver King is. Like, oh yeah, that roided up guy. Everybody knows who he is. Then
he did get like relatively well known really quickly. And he's on all these steroids and all of that shit. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Bro, James Hassel, thank you so much. Dude, thank you so much. Dude from Titusville. Yo, I love you, bro. Thank you so much. He said, love to you and Jax. Bro, I appreciate that, man. He cash apped me. That's beautiful. Thank you so much, James. Carl said, hey, JD, how's the bunker stuff going? It's going really good, homie. Looking at getting an MPAA hat over here in England, except you Yanks don't spell things properly. Love you, bro. We love you too, man. You guys spell pedophile and pronounce it differently than we do, don't you? Y'all call it pedophile and spell it a little bit differently than we do. We're hooked on phonics kids over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. We love y'all, though. I could just call them fucking goofs and nonces. That YouTube doesn't even get mad when you call people goofs and nonces. You know what I'm saying? They get mad when you say pedo or baby raper or maggot, shit like that, they get mad at you.
The hate, because your labs come out and finds out he's on a shitload of things. This guy's juiced to the tits. Obviously, for a guy like you or a guy like me, we look at a guy like that, like, you've got to be on the juice. You don't even look remotely normal.
So everyone says that though too, but a lot of people believe them. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? Sunning your asshole and eating animal dicks doesn't make you fucking 300 pounds of pure muscle? You mean that's steroids? No, that can't be steroids. It's got to be sunning the butthole and eating all those animal dicks, bro. The dude seems like a reliable source of information. I believe the dude who eats the animal dicks. He's definitely a good guy.
Can you imagine getting a sunburn in that spot?
So many, bro. I replayed the clip twice where he was talking about he's eating so many dicks, bro. God, that shit. I want that as a fucking ringtone. Holy shit. Turd, what's up, bro? What's up, dude? Seen you on Buck Angel and Ty Riviera's channels today. So I went and actually saw that I was on Ty Riviera's channel. I didn't know who he was before that. I've never seen Buck Angel. I'm going to have to check that out. Crediting you for helping bring down Nick Cantino. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Nick got to go, man. You can't be doing pederast shit at Disney World and then trying to go, but wait, I'm trans. You can't do nothing to me. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. That pederast predator got to go. The Enigma, finally caught alive. Love your content. Much love from the Netherlands. Yo, love you, Enigma. So good to have you here all the way from the Netherlands.
Cameron Dixon, we call each other bro.
Oh, yeah, we call everybody bro.
Yeah, it's a problem. I say it to the kids.
Sorry,
I say
bro.
it to his parents. I've said it to my mom. It's just,
Cameron,
it's one of those things you say ironically, and then it just gets into your system and you can't shake it.
It sticks. Carl said chomo, knots, pedo, all food for the chipper. Hell yeah, bro. Joanne, what's up, sis? How you doing? I find it crazy that Rogan is 10 years older than Liverpool, but Liverpool looks 10 years, but he looks 10 years younger than Liver King. Dude, seriously. So, like, he looks so beat up, bro. Rode hard and put away wet. And he's doing all of that HGH, and human growth hormone is supposed to keep you looking younger. But he just looks like worn out stretched leather that's been in the Florida sun for 40 fucking years, bro. Like he definitely looks like hepatitis. I want a ghost. JD Delay, Chris Hansen needs to come out of retirement. My guy, Chris Hansen is not in retirement. Chris Hansen has a show. He has his own network, the True Blue Network. Chris Hansen, I just went out and did busts with Chris Hansen. Me and Jax did. What was that end of last year?
No, honey, that was in February.
That was this year. Yeah. I talked to Chris Hansen yesterday. So you guys know that I'm obsessed with these AI videos. They're like the new memes to me, right? So I dropped one of Bigfoot walking up on a house with a pizza, talking about meeting up off Tinder, but he called it Timber. And Chris Hansen opens the door and he freaks out and runs the other way. Well, I sent that to Chris Hansen. He's my buddy, bro. I talk to Chris on a regular basis. He's still doing the show, bro. You got to check it out. It's on True Blue Network. You can find a whole bunch of different clips right here. It's called Takedown with Chris Hansen instead of To Catch a Predator now, because we all know what happened with To Catch a Predator.
A lot of people are just ignorant, right?
Yeah.
But the people that knew, like yourself, 100%, you knew that guy was on steroids, right?
Yeah.
So then imagine the anxiety that comes with being exposed and then the hate. Now, I don't know what this dude does in terms of like social media if he reads comments, but just imagine the psychological effect of being bombarded by people calling you a piece of shit and a liar and a fraud all day long.
So this is what he said. I feel like he's empathizing with the Liver King. He's calling him mentally ill and a liar, but he seems to be like going, he's gone through all of this. He's saying, imagine the effects of not being famous, and then all of a sudden you're famous. You've got all this money. and people like you, and then all of a sudden people fucking hate you. It sounds almost like he's trying to sympathize with what he's going through, and this is what Liver King wants to kill him for. It's crazy. And yeah, just the simple fact that Joe Rogan would fuck that dude up, bro. If Joe Rogan wanted to fuck the Liver King, he could fuck him. There's nothing Liver King could do to stop him. Joe Rogan could fuck Liver King. Fuzzy Sloth, what's up? Yo, JD from Australia, what's up out there down under? Love your content and love your wood chipper. I prefer either shark chum or bullet holder. I like both of those too. Super Korean said Liver King is super twacked out of his mind, bro. Never seen his eyes that dilated during that day. He ain't dropping deuces either. He ain't eating. Well, here's the thing. Meth, when you're on meth, you don't really eat, so you don't have to shit as much. You don't sleep. But the thing that I find weird is that one of his fucking pupils is more dilated than the other. The only time I've ever seen that is when I dropped liquid LSD into one of my eyes, and that eye dilated way bigger than the other one. And I was like doing halfway okay inside, but as soon as I stepped outside into the sunlight, my equilibrium was so fucked, and I just got snowblind with hallucinations. I don't recommend putting liquid LSD into your eyes. Even a drop, even one drop is too many drops, you guys. So you guys kind of see what the whole thing with Joe was. I wanted to give Liver King a chance. You know, let's watch. Was he straight up clowning him? Was he saying as bad as shit about him as I did? Telling him not to be around his own kids because he's a fucking danger to him? No, Joe was being really fucking mellow with him, I feel like. Joe was being really fair. Now I want to check in with this dude, because y'all know I do be liking this dude. You know what I'm saying? I do fuck with the Rat King. So let's see what our friend Asmongold has to say about this.
Geez. Okay, how do I say this? Liver King got arrested for trying to kill Joe Rogan.
You, Joe Rogan, are thinking, I'm going to choke that motherfucker out. Lights out. I'm going to choke him out because I have something actually to fight for.
This guy actually looks like a homeless person.
I hope you're mad. You should choke me out. You know how to do that. You're trained. And if you don't choke me out, it should be very interesting. But I hope you've been training, and I'm ready whenever you're ready.
This is Radagast the retarded.
Shame on you.
Radagast the retarded. That's crazy work.
I'm going to make you pay. I am going to actually make you pay.
What does that mean?
Or anything and everything.
The sideways crawl is so fucking creepy. It's giving The Last of Us. It's giving fucking Resident Evil, my guy. And yeah, his super picked face, Super Korean. He's been picking his... I'm telling you, bro, bitches on meth be picking their face like that because they always think that there's a shard under their skin that they can pick out and put back into a pipe and re-smoke it. So they're literally picking chunks of their face off and they'll put it into their glass pipe and they'll try to smoke it. And you're like, have you guys ever smelled burning skin? It's fucking horrific. It's horrific.
Or anything and everything. Or anything and everything.
Oh, lottie coming.
Everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man.
I don't think Joe Rogan makes videos to pretend, my guy. I think that was you. I think it was you that was making videos to pretend, like the ones where you were talking about sun in your butthole and eating dicks and testicles and, saying that you weren't on steroids. You were pretending so that you could sell everybody fake supplements that you said would make them look like you when you're on $11,000 a month worth of steroids. And well played, because his net worth is like $12 million. There's $12 million worth of stupid people out there who are like, you know what? If I take this dude's testicles in a pill for $50 a bottle and sun my asshole, I'm going to look like him. I don't even blame him for that, honestly. That's just like a Darwin Award of fitness fuckery. If you're that stupid, bro, like, come on, man. Carl, love to hear your thoughts on The Shield, UK. You mean like the show The Shield? If you're talking about the show The Shield, bro, I watched every single episode of that bitch up in prison, bro. They were playing that on the OSP movie channel late night. And me and Marcelli stayed up watching that bitch. We saw every single episode. I loved that show. Mob Stopper, dude smoked out his track marks. My guy. Yeah, bro. He's done so much meth, his skin is cracking back. It's fucking crazy.
Is this guy a multi-mil? Is this what people think about when they look at me? Liquid net worth is...
Oh, no, bro. No, you don't look that fucked up, bro. I mean, you're kind of a handsome feller. Like, no homo, no diddy, no weird. But if I had to be in the same room with one or the other of them, I'm not talking about bumping swords or touching tips. I'm just saying I would absolutely choose Asmongold 100 times out of 100. I would not want to be anywhere near the Liver King because he looks like walking fucking hepatitis with a splash of gonorrhea. And I don't want no gonorrhea. That shit's fucking terrible. Makes your dick drip and it burns. Don't ask me how I know, motherfucker.
12. So this guy has $12 million. This is $12 million in action. Joe Rogan would demolish him, by the way. Yeah, Joe Rogan would beat the fuck out of him. Absolutely. Joe Rogan's a professional fighter. Wasn't he a dentist?
You can hold the hand of somebody that you love because what happens next to you, you're going to need to remember that feeling.
This dude is so out of there. Alex Jones is saying for him to get help.
The Austin Police Department, as we speak, is on their way to arrest the Liver King.
Bro, I haven't seen this dude in forever. Alex Jones looks fit. He doesn't look bright red anymore. Good for him, man. Fuck yeah. I lost a bunch of weight and I'm not as bright red as I used to be. I don't look like a fucking cherry tomato anymore when I'm yelling. I'm proud of this guy. Good for you, Alex Jones. Carl said, look it up sometime. MC's starting to take a stand. Oh shit, so it's nothing to do with the show. I'm going to look that up, bro. Thank you. Vikings Wolf, Joe Rogan would straight up kill him, by the way. Much love from a veteran brother. Love your content. Thank you for your service and sacrifice, my brother. Joe Rogan would murk that dude, bro. If Joe Rogan wanted to fuck the Liver King could not stop him on his best day. Joe Rogan could get full penetration station. Joe Rogan could kill him using his legs and not his hands. Joe Rogan would absolutely annihilate that motherfucker. He's so lucky that Joe was like, I'm not going to beat up this mentally ill transient dude that looks like gonorrhea mixed with hepatitis. He's really lucky Joe was a nice guy. That's in Texas, my G. Joe Rogan could have fucking killed you legally and probably not had to feel bad about it. Definitely not gotten in no trouble. You posted all of that shit. You posted all of that shit online, bro. That was a manifesto, you weird fuck. Sideways crawling in manifesto. Joel Hoover, if you want a crazy fact, the lakeshore at Lake Superior this week was 45 degrees. Less than 10 miles away was almost 100 degrees. How does that even work, my guy? I don't even understand how there's that much of a variant that close to each other.
Because he's been making a lot of bizarre, cryptic threats to Joe Rogan. I am told that he's going to be arrested for terroristic threats.
Damn.
That just shows how crazy society's going. We need God, folks. We need God. We need to get back to God.
Imagine being so batshit crazy that Alex Jones tells you to come to Jesus. Oh, shit.
Oh, I love that shit, man. Okay, so I've heard, but I have not fact-checked, is Joe Rogan really 5'2"? I've heard Joe Rogan is only 5'2". Does anybody know? Yeah, Vikings Wolf. Don't mess around in Texas, bro. If you better come correct if you're trying to fuck around in Texas. Brady, good to see you, homie. Been doing some writing up to chapter 7 and have over 10,000 words. Hell yeah, man. He's 5'8". Okay, cool. I've only got 4 inches on him then. That sounded weird. I don't have 4 inches on another. I mean, I'm 4 inches taller than Joe Rogan.
He sounds like he's like average height. That's not.
Joe Rogan, so Joe Rogan's 5'8". We just looked it up. Joe Rogan would beat the fucking shit out of me, dog. Joe Rogan trains every day. He's been training every day for a long time. Joe Rogan would beat the shit out of me. Like, I'm not a trained fighter like that. I would fight the Liver King. I would beat him off like King Azuli beat off 30 men. That sounded weird. I meant it that way. It was a joke. Dude, his kids could kick my ass. Bro, I'm saying, I feel bad. This whole thing, the victims out of this whole thing, bro, the victims out of this whole thing are the Liver King's kids, man. They're the Liver King's kids. Liver King's beats Rogan. Yeah, Akron's best. Not in a million years, bro. Joe is taller than Wes. Yeah. Joe Bravo! Joe Bravo films in the chat. My brother, what is up? Great to see you. Joe Bravo said his wife a sharmuta now for calling me a filthy piece of shit. His wife called you a filthy piece of shit, homie? What the fuck? Nobody disrespects John Bravo. That's crazy as hell. It's great to have YouTube royalty here with us today. It was great talking with you yesterday, brother. Big love and respect. Thank you for the advice. Solid ass good advice and educating me, man. I appreciate you so much. If you guys are not subscribed to John Bravo, you really should be. I'm going to pin his comment in the chat. If you guys want to take a break and go drop a sub to John Bravo, he's one of the best to ever do it. He is the single most underrated YouTuber out there. His views are crazy as fuck. But like, I don't understand why he doesn't have 2 million subs right now. I don't get it. He's one of my most watched channels on here. So seeing him in the chat always makes my heart happy. Fuzzy Sloth, have you heard of Chopper Reed? I have not, bro. I have not. Joe Rogan is 5'9" times 5'9". Love you, bro. Love you, Irish Bomb Squad. Okay, you got the new vid. And he be calling, his wife called you a filthy piece of shit. That's crazy, man. John Bravo said, thank you for such kind words. You're a great person, man. You are too, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, John, and his editing is so advanced, bro. It's so smooth. He's just a beast at everything he does. He's great.
Oh.
Look at him getting arrested.
Yep.
I wouldn't take that. Or anything and everything.
Asmon can't get enough of that sideways waltz in there.
That's the last thing you see?
That was crazy. Holy shit.
It's not my intent to fight with any.
Oh, it's Jesse on fire. All right. Well, you guys, that was a wild ride. All you guys. That was crazy. I like legit. I would 100% fight Liver King. I would not fight Joe Rogan. I got Joe Rogan. If this was prison rules, Joe Rogan could take his cornhole, bro. Joe Rogan would be taking all his commissary. He'd be holding Joe Rogan's pocket in prison. Here's the thing. Actually, just hold on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Let's look into this. How much was the Liver King's bond? He only had a $20,000 bond. Now, this is interesting, too. His real name is Brian Johnson. I've known 2 Brian Johnsons in my lifetime, and neither of them were good people. In real life, 2 Brian Johnsons, it's a very common name. They were both bad people. Schmarmy. Bad people. The type of people that if you're a girl, you should probably cover your drink around. And I would, Liver King? Yeah. Yeah, so he had a $20,000 bond. So 10% of that, he only had to pay $2,000 to get out. These charges, they only hit him with terroristic threats, it looks like. I thought that he is ordered to stay 200 yards away from Joe Rogan. But he's already back out there making more threats against Joe. Like, how do you get out on bond for terroristic threats and you get out and your first thing is, who's got my phone? Joe Rogan. I'm going to kill you, Joe Rogan. This isn't over, Joe Rogan. Hey, Judge, are you watching me threaten Joe Rogan right now? That's literally what this dude did. He's mentally ill. He's mentally ill. Kylie Rose, JD, I wrote a paper on you again, an Alaskan Avenger. Got a 97, saved my ass. Used to be a meth head, lost all of my teeth, picked my face to death. Love y'all. Kylie, I love you so much, sis. I'm so proud of you. That is so incredible. Thank you. Thank you. I love that you wrote a paper on me and Jason. I love that you got a 97. I love that you're on this journey of recovery with us. Stay, sis. You are family. You are loved. You are important. Backwoods Templar. Sunning your butthole sounds like a great way to get a sunburn on your butthole. Well, considering my butthole has never seen the sun, and I'm Irish, and all I do is burn, I'm pretty sure it would be crispy, bro. Like, real quick. But Knuckles, good to see you in the chat. What was the point of all this? This guy took his family with him? Bro, somebody take this dude's kids. I know that I think they're adults, or at least very close, but for God's sake, somebody save those children. What kind of methed up situation is this? Beyond methed up. Johnny Bravo had this pizza shit's feelings hurt. Much love to you both, JD and John Bravo. Blood Knuckles, it's great to see you here. We love you. Anthony Gavasso said, hey, JD, didn't you say you hung around punk rock groups and concerts? Absolutely. What was that like? I love punk rock. Want to go to a punk rock bar in Vegas. I hope they accept me and don't eat me alive. They're very accepting as long as you're not walking in there with no Nazi gear on or anything like that, bro. Punk rockers are chill. Punk rockers are super chill, man. I mean, I've hung out with a lot of crazy bands, Suicidal Tendencies. I've hung out with the Misfits, of course, not with Glenn Danzig. I wasn't hanging out with them when they were that long ago and everything. But I've hung out with a lot of and played a lot of shows with punk rock bands, man. Great people. Joel Hoover, the Great Lakes are crazy. The same area got 171 inches of snow this year. The lakes had a storm in 1913 that sunk 19 ships and killed 250 people. That's crazy. Constitutionalist News Network. Can I get a channel? Can my channel get a shout out? Hi, John B. Shout out to you, Constitutional News Network. Vikings Wolf. Me and my Navy buddy laughed our asses off at the Liver King and Joe Rogan beef because everybody knows Joe Rogan's a certified killer with legit combat skills. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's zero fucking doubt in anybody who's not mentally ill's mind. Pragmatic Humanist. Joe would hit this dude with something ain't right. Have Liver King begging for a left. LMO, love y'all. There's just no disputing it, bro. There's just it would be like it would be like Sneeko trying to fight John Jones, bro. Like, oh, who do we have on this? Anybody with half a brain cell is going with John Jones. Period. It just is what it is. All right, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for riding out with us yet again. I enjoyed this. I had fun. I like the mentally ill downfall of the Liver King because I think he deserves it. And let me explain why real quick. He scammed $12 million out of people. And he was giving them hopes of something that would improve their life, make them healthier. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these people might have been overweight. They might have been struggling with things like body dysmorphia. They might have been struggling with their mental health. And they saw this dude and they fell for his weird fucking, I don't know how they fell for it, but like this dude took advantage of people that looked up to him. And I think that's one of the biggest piece of shit things you can do. So it's fuck this dude till the wheels come off. But it's I love each and every one of you guys. And we'll see you on the next one. Until then, one love, baby. Be good or be good at it.